What's going on, everybody? I am the Bad Tech, and you are the internet. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be ranking the women's division, the current women's division in WWE right now. And later on, we'll do the men's division, I promise. But today, we're focusing on the women. You know, ladies first, always, right? And you know what? I love most of the women's division, and it's a lot smaller than I really thought. This is the main roster only, because I only watched the main roster. I haven't gotten into NXT, and I haven't really watched AEW, so I don't really know enough about that to consider it into this conversation. So let's just start with Alba Fire. The thing about Alba Fire, and I believe her tag mate, who I believe is Isladon, I don't know, is they're not on TV. They are on the roster right now, but they are not on TV on a consistent basis at all. So, the fact of the matter is, I don't know enough about them. That's why they're going into the bottom category. I don't dislike them, but I don't know enough about them to really consider them into any of the other categories we currently have. So, I'm going to throw both of them in the don't know enough category, because, again, we don't see them on TV. That's a big issue right now. We have Alexa Bliss, who I wasn't really a big fan of when she left before her pregnancy, but also I did like her. Like, watching her wrestle was incredibly fun, but her character wasn't done right, I don't think, and that was because they had a bunch of moving pieces with Bray Wyatt in his situation. Rest in peace, you legend. But that kind of scrambled with the character, and unfortunately she couldn't find her footing in that character at that point in time. But anyways, we're talking about the wrestler overall. She's incredibly fun to watch and like wrestle, and she's incredibly fun to just. And her characters over time have been very enjoyable, so I'm gonna put her into the like them category. She's very close to neutral for me. Just because of the character work, I don't think it's the greatest thing all the time, but I do like her. I do like how she wrestles and everything like that. So good on her. Asuka isn't exactly a favorite of mine, but I really do like her. I think she's incredibly talented. I think that her character is amazing. I think her overall is hilarious. I think that Asuka should be in the Hall of Fame, but it's all done. But currently, she's kind of got screwed by WWE talent, not WWE writing, with the Io Sky cash-in. Not that saying that was a bad cash-in. That was a great cash-in. It's just that they did it in the wrong way possible, and they kind of fucked Asuka in the end of it. But I do really love her. I love her character and everything like that. I'm going to put her into the like them category, just because I think she's not really one of my favorites. And I don't want to say that she is one of my favorites, because I don't think she is. Moving on, we have Bayley. Originally, when I first started getting back into WWE, starting last year, I didn't like Bayley. I thought Bayley was incredibly just boring. I thought that she was just a pain in the ass, and then I realized she's a fucking heel. Of course she's gonna be a pain in my ass. But you know what? Over time, I've enjoyed how she's healed. I enjoyed how she does everything. I've just enjoyed her character a lot. I don't think I'm in love with her character, but I've enjoyed it enough. I'm gonna put her in the like them category above Alexa Bliss. This is gonna be kind of a ranking overall, but I'm not gonna like force myself into like the little cradle that is, hey, I have Bayley over Alexa Bliss. Like, no. Stuff changes all the time anyways. Moving on, we have the man, Becky Lynch. In my opinion, the greatest women's wrestler of all time. Her character, her in-ring work, she's amazing. She made Trish Stratus look like a 5-star talent at Payback. She's just an incredible talent, and she does an incredible job at everything she does in this business. And I can't help but love her. She's amazing in everything she does. She's a great mother. She's a great wrestler. She's a great she can cut a good promo. She does everything amazing. I didn't experience Sasha Banks, so I can't really talk about her. I know a lot of people put her in the greatest of all time. A lot of people put Charlotte, which I believe is a terrible opinion. You're based off of championships. That's a terrible thing to do, because you have to think about in-ring work, promo ability, and Charlotte doesn't have that in my opinion, but we'll talk about her in a little bit. But Becky Lynch, I'm going to throw it into my favorite. She'd be the first one in that category. B-Fab. Part of Hit Row. I don't know what to think about her. I'm not entirely in love with Hit Row. I think they get a bad rap from a lot of people, but I don't think they're incredibly bad. B-Fab just doesn't do anything. I haven't seen her do anything, at least. And that, for me, it's just going to go put her in the don't do it for me category, just because I've seen her on TV plenty of times. I just don't know what she does. And that's the issue. And I also don't watch SmackDown that often. I watch more Raw, so there might be a little bit of bias when it comes to Raw superstars. Just I don't see B-Fab anywhere in that category of neutral even. I know enough about her not to put her in that category, but you know. Now we have the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair. Now Bianca is incredibly talented in the ring, and I believe that she has incredible talent on the mic as well. The writing isn't there though. That's the thing. I don't think WWE knows how to write for her. Right now she's on the Super Cena run. I know a lot of people have been critical of her. I know Sanity is a big critic of that. I do like her. I think that her talent overcomes all of that bullshit that comes with her writing that is currently going on. I really hope they give her a better character. I know she's going to be on a break for around 3 months, I think was the rumor. And you know what? Her coming back is going to be fun. It's going to be amazing. And you know what? She's going to come back harder than ever. And she's going to be the EST of the WWE for years to come. I'll put her in the like them category, but I think below Alexa Bliss. Candice LeRae, or the Poison Pixie, I believe is her nickname. I liked her at the end of last year. I went to Raw in Milwaukee. I have a whole video about it, where she showed up, I believe. I really think so. I think she did. I know Johnny Gargano was there, so usually they're around each other. But, man, what has she done in the last year or so? I haven't really seen her around. They brought Indy Hartwell up to the Raw roster, and they haven't done anything with it so far. The DIY project has not worked out entirely right now. I don't know what they're setting up for. They're waiting for Tomas Ciampa. I don't know. It's been weird. But overall, I think Candice really hasn't done much. She's a part of the Rhea feud with Raquel a little bit, but I haven't seen her done enough. But you know what? I don't hate her. The amount I've seen makes me like her, but I don't know if I have enough to really like her enough. So I'm going to put her in the neutral category. She should be the first part of that category. Charlotte Flair. Charlotte is what I like to call a belt fiend. She doesn't do anything besides go out for the belt. When Asuka's belt got redesigned and given to Asuka, Charlotte was the first one out. Charlotte is only there for belts, and that's about it. She's waiting to get the 16, like Ric Flair, and it's annoying. It's legitimately, there's no character besides I want the belt, and that's such a roaded track, and I hate it. I honestly hate it. But I have to give her a little bit of props because of what comes later in this video. She and Rhea had what I would consider a 5-star match at WrestleMania, and they should have closed up that night, not Usos and Sami Zayn and KO, but neither here or there. Overall, I think Charlotte has a lot of talent. I just think the issue here is that she doesn't have the character, and that's kind of on her, kind of the writing. She doesn't really make the belt fiend work for her, and the thing is that it seems like the only thing she wants to do. And other than that, I mean, it feels like her character is just, I'm Charlotte Flair's daughter. I get all the belts. I have all the dreams. It's boring. It's the most boring character work you can do. And honestly, at this point in time, I don't think Charlotte does it for me. I think she's immensely talented, but she isn't for me. Now, Dakota Kai, currently out on an ACL injury. I don't know what it's about her. She's been in the tag team with Io and Bayley every so often, with Damage Control, and you know what? I love Damage Control. I think they're a ton of fun. I think they're immensely talented. I think that they're becoming a comfort group of mine, if that makes sense. And man, I don't know how to put into words, but I love Dakota Kai. I think she's amazing. I think that she is so much fun, and there's something about her I can't place, but she's going to the favorite category, okay? Do not question me. I'm going to enjoy Dakota Kai as much as she's on the screen. Even with her ACL injury, I still enjoy her. It's a ton of fun to watch her, and I think she's a great entertainer. I think that she is amazing. I think she's one of the best women in the company. Then we move over to Emma, and here's the thing. Where has Emma been on TV? I was trying to make this video. I was trying to make this list so we can have a updated list, because a lot of the ones on this site are not updated. And I found Emma, and I'm like, man, where has she been on TV? And this is a lot shorter than the men's list too. So I'm really concerned where this woman's talent has gone, and if they're not doing anything, send her down to NXT. Shawn Michaels will know what to do with her. But my God, what has Emma done? I think I've seen her on main event, and if you're sticking on main event, I feel like that's just rude overall. I think that she probably has a lot more to give than going on to main event. Anyways, she's going to the don't know enough talent, oh my God, don't know enough tier. Mainly because I just haven't seen enough of her. She's just been missing. She's MIA at the moment. So like, I don't know. Maybe they don't have a long-term plan with her, and they don't have like a plan to figure out that plan. But you know what? Indy Hartwell, I have watched a little bit of her on NXT, especially on TikTok. But again, I don't know enough about her. But I do like her overall. I think that she has a ton of just fun. She's just a ton of a bundle of joy. But I don't know enough about her, so I'm gonna put her with Candice LeRae, her fellow DIY member, in the neutral category. Io Sky, the last part of Damage Control we're gonna talk about today, and current WWE Women's Champion. Hopefully she'll be champion by the time this video goes out, but WWE has screwed her over. Didn't even let her get a defense at Payback, which, you know, first PLE that she's champion, you're gonna just put her off the card. I believe even fucking Rhea, who they fucked up her booking, even got the first PLE as a defender. Overall, I think Io is an incredible ring worker and incredibly fun. I think Damage Control is an incredibly fun group, and they're incredibly like this forming family, and I think it's lovely. And I think Io might be my second favorite. I think Bayley is the last part of that, but I do really love Io. I think that she's a ton of fun, and I think overall she can definitely be the face of the women's division if they ever gave her a chance to actually defend her belt and actually give her the chance to, you know, explore her options. So I'm going to put her into the like them category. I don't love her, but I do really like her. So Kaden Carden and Katana Chance are going to be put together because they're a tag team. And really the only really like cemented tag team in WWE's women's division. Because I'm looking at this. I'm looking at all our women. Besides Damage Control, there's no other women available to be a tag team. I guess Candice and Indy could be, but they haven't done anything with that. So, and you know what? They've been off TV. They have had a few matches, but they haven't had the chance to do some character work. They haven't had the chance to do any promos. They haven't had the chance to like do something with it besides challenge whoever the women's tag champs at that moment. You know what? Give them the belt. I love Chelsea Green, but man, oh man. They need the chance to shine, and you're not letting them shine, Triple H. Give them the chance. You know what? And they're going to don't know enough, even though they are part of Raw. We have Michin, who is, you know what? I don't see enough with her because I don't, like I said, I don't watch a lot of SmackDown, but I loved her on Raw beforehand, and I don't know, like I'm not even a big fan of the OC. And we'll talk about that in the next video, but Michin is just fun, and I love that. Like you know, some of these people don't even need to like have an elaboration on it. Sometimes they're just fun, and that's what Michin is, especially online. I love this new like era of WWE where we have all the social media and where TikTok is super popular and everything like that, where everything overall is just like it's kind of all canon in a way, and I love that. I think that having wrestlers be a little more personal as well, be more themselves as well, and integrate that into the character, it's a ton of fun. Even when they're heels, is a ton of fun, and I think Michin does that perfectly. I'm gonna put her in the like them category. I'm gonna put her behind Bianca Belair though. I think I like Bianca a little bit more. Moving on, we have one of the upcoming stars, one of the most rising stars in the WWE, and that is Maxine Dupree, the women's member of Alpha Academy, and man oh man, she is shining. She is rising almost as fast as her brother Max Dupree. Wait, LA Knight. She went from a manager type character to one of the most fun women to wrestle, and I think it was an incredibly smart move, and it was an incredibly fun move, and I'm putting her in the like them category. I love this little like, it's a little this like wrestling like student character. It's incredibly fun, and I hope we get to see more of her. I think she definitely needs to be on PLE soon. Just don't know where she would be. Moving on, we have Natalya. Her character is that she's part of the Hart family. Great on you. That's amazing. She's a good worker. She's a safe worker. She does a lot of good, and she loves working with Rhea, which is a big plus in my book. But I don't know. What I don't know what she does. Her character is I'm part of the Hart family and I like to protect my friends, like the Dana Brooke thing. And I don't know about her. You know what? And I'm gonna put her in the don't do it for me category because I just don't know what to do with her. Because I like her, but like it's like empty calories. Like, you know, I like her enough, but like, what is there? I'm not even put in the neutral category because, you know, she just doesn't do it for me. I don't think she does enough for me to like enjoy her in the ring. Moving on, we have Nikki Cross, who also strangely missing from TV. I want to get this point across. There's a lot of wrestlers missing from TV time. Odyssey Jones hasn't got any, but a lot of these women are missing TV time who were called up and or just were drafted to Raw and SmackDown, and they have not done anything with them. It makes me incredibly sad, and it's why I want to make card. It's why I want to make card championship for women, because they deserve it. They deserve to show themselves off. They're not top tier talent like Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch, Asuka. Like, you can't, if you're not the top end talent and you don't have a tag team, you don't mesh well with people or anything. A mid card championship can show that off, and I think there's enough here to actually do that. I think at least one that goes between brands. If not, just do two and, you know, have a little bit of a division there that can elevate them to the main event. You know, like, maybe call some more people up in NXT. You know, do what you do with the men's talent and do it with the women's talent. It's not that hard. We're way past the bra and panties days of the WWE. Just do what the men do, but with women. Not that hard. But Nikki Cross, like I said, missing from TV. She was enjoyable, I guess, when she was around before the draft. But I don't know. I'm gonna put in the neutral category. I like her, but like, kind of boring character, or just like, they're not like, there's no growth there. There's no like involvement unless they want to get rid of the gimmick and give her like a therapist. I think it'd be hilarious to have the Miz be her therapist. I've been thinking that for the last few months, is that Nikki Cross, if they want to ever change her gimmick, is give her a therapist and have it be the Miz. I think that'd be hilarious. Moving on, we have Piper Niven. She just doesn't do it for me. I understand her point and I understand everything like that. It's just she doesn't do it for me. There's not much to say there. Moving on, we have Liv Morgan, and this might come to a surprise for a lot of people. I believe in my heart of hearts, Liv Morgan is my favorite current WWE superstar. And I know a lot of people might think, Mommy, you love Rhea Ripley. I do. But man, oh man, I love Liv Morgan. I love her in-ring work. I love her character. I love how she does everything. She's just great. And I really hope her recovery is fast and speedy, but I hope that she gets better. Like, you know, I want her, if she's got to wait till the Rumble, happy to do it. If she's got to wait until Elimination Chamber, happy. If she's got to wait till WrestleMania, where they set up the Becky Lynch Rhea Ripley match, and then they have Liv Morgan just jot down, like, fine by me. If Liv Morgan is in some way, like, intertwined into the Rhea story, I'd be very happy, and that's because Liv Morgan deserves the top belt in WWE, and I believe that it is right now, Rhea Ripley's belt. You know what? And Liv Morgan is one of my favorites, if not my favorite WWE superstar right now. Raquel Rodriguez. I talked about her in the Payback predictions video a little bit on my opinion about her, and you know what? I like her a lot. I think she is a ton of fun. I think that she has the talent and the opportunity to become one of the top stars in WWE. I think that she, in the next year, can easily compete for the top titles in WWE and not have to be resorted put down to this women's tag division. I think that she has enough talent on her own to be on a singles run. I believe that singles run would be most beneficial to both her and Liv Morgan, and then I think that's been plenty shown with her PLE appearance against Rhea Ripley. And I believe, like I said, in less than a year, she could be competing for those top titles, no problem. I think the only issue right now is figuring out what they want to do with Io, and currently Raquel's on Raw anyways, so getting the belt away from Rhea is currently the only issue happening right now, and I don't think it's happening until at least Mania. So, moving on, we have Rhea Ripley, who, I know a lot of people know this about me. I love Mommy. Mommy's amazing. She's an amazing talent. She's one of the best workers on the mic. She's just great. She's amazing. Everyone loves Mommy. So Mommy goes in the favorites. She's behind Liv Morgan, though. I believe that Liv Morgan currently is my current favorite WWE superstar. Anyways, moving on to Scarlett. Scarlett doesn't really she had a wrestling match not too long ago, I don't actually think, but neutral, I guess. She doesn't. She's hindered by carrying cross at this moment. I believe that she is. She could have the potential to do anything. She is the Jordan Love of the WWE. And that is just. If you don't know who Jordan Love is, he's the quarterback for the Green Bay Packers, who's starting for his first season, and we don't know what the fuck he is. that's the issue. We just don't know what the fuck he is. And you know what? Scarlett's the same thing. We don't know what the fuck she's doing. We don't know the fuck who she could be, because she's hindered behind carrying cross. We have Shayna Baszler, who would have been in doesn't do it for me category, but with that face turn, she improved a little bit for me. I think that, you know, a little bit. She isn't like it doesn't do it for me anymore. She's just in the neutral category. I don't particularly like the MMA style of fighting when it comes to the WWE. I believe that the more, you know, you can be a lot more physical than like the UFC, and you can do a lot more acrobatic stuff. And they don't. Shayna and Ronda, when she was around, didn't do that. They didn't really like completely embrace the WWE lifestyle. They were very stuck in their UFC ways, and I'm not a big fan of that. So if I want to watch UFC, I'm gonna watch UFC. I'm not gonna watch the WWE. Like, come on. Shotzi. I like Shotzi, but I don't want enough of her because she's on SmackDown, and SmackDown's a 2-hour show, and that's usually hanging up with the Bloodline because WWE doesn't have time for that. Anything else anymore. But I'll put in the neutral category. I think she's a ton of fun. I just don't know. I just don't see enough of her. We have Chelsea. I cannot do it right. It's Chelsea Green. I was trying to do the Smith or everything, but not working. I like Chelsea Green. I think she's also a ton of fun. She's a rising talent around here. I believe that, you know, with the proper booking, the proper, you know, talent around her to work with, she doesn't need a tag title. She can go on a singles run. I don't know if she'd be championship like material just yet, maybe in like a year or two, but I think she has the potential to get there. She's a ton of fun. I think a lot of people love her. I think that her character is well developed. I think it's perfect for her, and I love her story about how she got back into WWE. Is that she's literally, I think she tweeted at Triple H, and then he either DM'd her or replied to that tweet and just said, "Call me." So love that. I love her character. She's a ton of fun. Definitely one of the rising stars in WWE, especially in the women's division. Moving on, we have Sonya Deville, who's also hurt like the Dakota Kai. I didn't really see a lot of Sonya Deville before then, but I enjoyed her character. I enjoyed how she worked. They didn't have time for a lot of breaks, and it really sucks when you have a 3-hour show, guys. If you have a 3-hour show, you would do recaps every week, like 5 times in an hour. You know what you can do with 5 times in that hour? Another match. Build up with a promo. You can do all of that. But no, they don't do that. But I like Sonya Deville. I think she's a ton of fun. I think that she's great. Just can't wait to see her back in the ring. Tamina. I've seen a little bit of Tamina. She doesn't do it for me. I don't know where she's been in the first place, but she doesn't do it for me. I think last time was she even at the Rumble? Tegan Nox. Tegan Nox is interesting because she's one of the only people I remember from main event when I attended a Raw, and I had a ton of fun watching her in the main event. And when she had that short run with Liv Morgan on SmackDown, also a ton of fun. She didn't do much, but I liked her enough to not put in the doesn't do it for me or doesn't know enough category. She's going to in the neutral category. And I'll put her at the top of the neutral category because given the time and effort, I think that she could definitely hit the light category, if not the favorites. We just, you know, haven't used our woman talent. But I'm trying to get the point across that the woman talent should at least be equal to the men's talent. And right now, the WWE refuses to do that, and they continue to prioritize other things. I'm glad the Judgment Day's getting a lot more airtime, but they don't need to be on both shows. Or, you know, the Bloodline doesn't need to carry 45 minutes of a 2-hour show. Like, those are the things that bother me about this stuff. Trish Stratus put her on a banger of a match against Becky Lynch at Payback, but otherwise she has done nothing besides, you know, be a snobby little bitch of a character. That's her character. Be a snobby little bitch. Like, I deserve more. Like, I really don't care. And her in-ring work wasn't the greatest in the world. I'm sorry. Not sorry, it wasn't. You know what? She doesn't do it for me. Great match. Doesn't do it for me overall. Valhalla. She doesn't do it for me. She wrestled Maxine Dupree. That's about it. I think it was her first wrestling match that was on Raw. And, I don't really care for her. She's just kind of there. I really don't give a shit. Zia Lee, she's been on SmackDown not too long ago, if I remember correctly. I think that's because Charlotte wanted. I think it was. I have no idea what it was about, but honestly, she just doesn't do it for me. There's not enough there for her to do, and they haven't used her properly. So that again, like I said, the problem here with the women's division and when these don't do it for me, they don't give them the time and conjecture to like do things with them. I just want them to, you know, do things. Just put them out there, have a match, and hopefully it's great. Zelina Vega would have been in the neutral or don't do it for me category if you told me this back at like Mania. I mean, okay, she's cool. She wears cosplay. That's awesome. That's why she'd probably be in the neutral category. But like, Backlash was amazing. Her work with the LWO has been amazing, and she's in the light. I like her a ton. She's a great wrestler. She's a great character. She does amazing. I think Zelina Vega is a bright talent that definitely could have a amazing place in this company, and you know, give her the time to work with. Jesus. And lastly, we have Zoe Stark, who doesn't really do it for me. We had her with the Trish Stratus thing that was to help her get like a lot of like boosts and stuff like that, but it didn't do anything. It came off as just like boring. It came off as she needed the help when they could have just established her as like this like force to be be dealt with. And you know, Becky Lynch could have dealt with that, and they didn't do it well enough to like elevate her in this division, and they screwed her really out of having a prosperous start and rookie career in the main event, in the main roster, and it's sad. I think that eventually she can definitely get higher into the company, but right now I don't even think she should be going for the tag titles right now. Let me know who your favorite female wrestlers in WWE currently are, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.